I'm not gonna lie to you guys, it's like super calm and serene out here. And it's like, I feel like I can't scream out here, you know what I mean? But I'm going to. Anyway, okay, so I left my bike like over here overnight, and I was like really curious if like somebody came and fucking stole it. I was like, sorry, you're gonna steal my fucking bike, you know, like, but I didn't care because I actually like, I hate that bike so much. Like, it's like falling apart. I'm like, please somebody take it. It was still here, so there was that. And yeah, but I was bored, so I want to talk about Pastor Dave because he is trying to fuck up my vibe. He really is. He's trying to fuck up my vibe on my fucking page because I rejected him. Like, it's like weird the way the fuck that works out. Okay, for those of you guys that are like really confused, basically like when I first started making non-duality videos, there was like an anti-non-duality like conspiracy theorist pastor like wreaking havoc like in my comment sections, like being like, women aren't leaders and like all this stuff. And I'm like, guys, I'm probably not, like, I don't consider myself, you guys are gonna piss me off like if it like this turns like political, but like I don't really consider myself like a feminist like in the way where like just like the modern way, I guess. Like, I just fucking don't. But when he said that, I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? Plus, I'm not trying to be like a spiritual leader, but he would like go off and he'd be like, you need me to like show you like how everything works. And I was like, dude, you're like have a fucking burner account of like Dr. Phil. Like, what are you talking about? Sorry, I'm gonna try to get good at like explaining this shit. Basically, like, he would comment on my stuff and he was cramping my style, so I made a joke out of it. I started calling him Pastor Dave. I was like, it was kind of like a Karen. You know how people call like that like stereotypical whatever a Karen. In my comments, I was like, this is Pastor Dave. It's like the male version of a Karen in the non-duality scope, okay? And then, yeah, I would just kind of like joke about it in the videos. I'd be like, oh, Pastor Dave, that again. But he made a satire account called like Pastor Dave, and he would start commenting, and I was like, who made the Pastor Dave account? Like, you're genius. You're fucking, I like you. You're cool. And I was like, he gets it. Like, this guy just, he gets it. And stop looking at my, like, I always feel weird. Like, I know, it's too hot to wear clothes out here. But anyway, yeah, like, I was like, this dude fucking gets it. He gets the joke. He's fucking cool. And I was with it, and he would start writing these long paragraphs. I never read them about like how non-duality was bad. I really thought he was just like really into it, but I was never like reading them. I was like, I would skim through and I'd be like, oh, Pastor Dave is at it again, you know, old Pastor Dave. And I started to change my opinion on like non-duality. It wasn't the radical like dumbass like fucking oversimplified, everything that I fucking talk about is stupid here. And I started to change and mature into like whatever's going on right now. And instead of the Pastor Dave account like being against me, like I thought it was all sarcasm, like them being against me. They were serious the whole time. Basically fucking snack break. I got my fucking almonds this time. Almonds actually aren't that good. You know what I mean? So dry. Oh. Anyway. When I started changing my mind, he started being like, oh, I could get down with this. I like this. Like, I still thought it was a joke. And he started talking about how he fucking saved me from non-duality. He's like, I saved you from non-duality. And I was like, okay, it's still a joke. It's still a joke. I was like, it's funny, I guess. Like, it's taking it real far, but cool. He DM'd me on like another account on Instagram and was like, oh, it's I think he changed it to like Dr. Phil. He went between like Dr. Phil and Pastor Dave, like satire accounts for a while. And he was like, sorry, I'm not good at story times, guys. Like, I just say whatever the fuck I want. But I know I wanted to talk about this, so I'm going to. But, yeah, basically, like, he did all that, and then he messaged me, and he messaged me this, like, long thing. He's like, okay, well, you're, like, I see you're actually, like, very smart. My bad. I don't mean to mock. It's just, like, where it's going, he deserves a mock. But it's, like, he was like, oh, you're this, you know, I could see this. And it's kind of, like, it's like, I knew you were special or something like that. And so it gets, like, weird. Like, it gets kind of weird, like, basically, it sounded like he was like, I want you to join me in trying to, like, fucking, I don't know, like, it seemed like to expose something or whatever, like, I could help you, like, it really, the vibe, I don't have the messages anymore because I straight blocked him, but it was like, I don't have almonds in my teeth. It was like, he was recruiting me for a cult, and at the same time, it seemed like he was trying to, like, wife me up. Like, I know that, like, people are like, you think that? No, I really think that he was trying. So it was like kind of like subtly romantic or whatever. And I'm like, this is fucking weird a little bit. But I was like, I didn't say that. Like, I'm like, despite what you guys think, I actually am like really polite, really fucking nice in person. Like, I'm not, this is just my inner monologue when I think something is dumb. And this doesn't go on like all the time. So like, you know, this is just like one kind of expression of me. And yeah, so it was nice to him. I was like, oh, no, that's cool. I mean, I'll have to pass. I think it's true. I was like, I don't like cults or something. I didn't say that, but it was something like that where it's like, it sounds like you're trying to like recruit me for something. I think for myself. And I do my own thing. I was like, thank you, but no thank you. And he was like adamant. He would be like, okay, well, I'm always here if you want the offer. He's like, I just want to help you and like all this stuff. And it's like, he was never clear about like what he wanted to help me with. I was like, this is like, it sounded just like very conspiracy theorist, like kind of like obsessed with like the Matrix and like Illuminati like type of things. And like, that's like the vibe that I got. He didn't really explain anything well. But anyway, he was like, yeah, it's just the natural role. Like, you're the, I don't know, he was getting into like, because I'm a woman, like, you're the this, and like, I'm the whatever, I'm gonna do this. And like, in my mind, I'm like, I'm not even like super like feminist. I can acknowledge that like men and women are two fucking different creatures that, you know, whatever. But in my mind, I'm like, stop. Like, why are you doing that? Anyway, I didn't really say that. I was polite at first. And then this man starts going off. He's like, you don't add anything to, like, you don't add any value to the world. You're not helping anybody. He's like, all you do is, like, thrive off of, like, he's kind of like a Jezebel type of, like, it was that type of energy who's like, all you do is, like, thrive off of, like, attention from men, and that's your first whatever. I'm like, I'm not gonna lie, like, I like it, but that's, like, is that what I do? No, if I don't get it, I don't care. This is, like, this is my vibe. Like, it's my vibe, and, I don't know, it's just fucking weird. Like, as soon as he said that, I was like, okay, I was being polite to you. Now it's time to not do that. And, basically, I was like, oh, okay, well, you can fuck off. I was like, actually, you can fuck off. You know, like, and I don't know what else to say at that point. Like, when you're, like, I know, like, some people are gonna be like, why do you even engage with this stuff? I don't know. I think it's funny. I don't know. I fucking do. But anyways, yeah, he fucking did all that. And he was like, I'm the only one that could help you. And he's like, all you're there for is sex and stuff like that. And I was like, who is this dude? And like, do you know that I don't know, like, you would, and the amount of sex I have would, yeah, it might disappoint you guys. be fucking quiet, less animated out here. But it's true, like, it's just, like, weird, like, I don't know, like, just, like, total, like, conspiracy theorist, crazy, like, incel vibes. And it's like, for why? For what? But yeah, I was like, he was like, I'm the only one that could help you, and like we could be this, and this is just weird. I don't remember the messages, but I remember it was like, oh yeah, and he was like, all that matters is the truth, and he's like, rule number 1 or something, don't trust anyone. Everybody thinks they know the truth, but nobody really knows it. And I was like, okay, I could get down with that. Like, why would I trust you? And he was like, well, it almost seemed like he was like stumped, and I'm like, people that like, that's who's supposed to be like, according to this like little narrative, you're the one that's supposed to be leading me? Get the fuck out of here. No, thank you. So yeah, anyways, like, it's just a weird fucking thing. Like, I don't know how I got myself into these situations. So yeah, basically he was like, I'm the only one that can help you or whatever, and you know, I will help you realize the truth. And I'm like, okay, like, no thank you. But yeah, like, he was like, is it still, you still want me to fuck off now? And I was like, I like thought about it for a minute. I was like, because I like actually thought, I was like, I don't know, like, to be honest, I do like, I'm a pretty open person, so I'm like, yeah, maybe he has something like, I don't know, or something like that, and be cool. And then I was like, nah, you could still fuck off. And I blocked him, and like, long story short, Pastor Dave is back, I mean, I blocked like the newest one that he made, but he is back at it again in the comment section. So like, if you see Pastor Dave, I mean, you guys don't have to like fight with him. It's just weird. Like, it's weird. And I don't know if this person knows me like in real life or something like that. So that's a little scary because it's all been like burner accounts. But it's like, isn't it like really embarrassing? Am I being a bitch? I don't know. Like, it's kind of embarrassing to kind of sit there and be like, act like I'm the one who needs like some like rando dude like in my comment section. Like, I'm the one that absolutely needs, it's kind of scary that people like that exist in real life. I'm not even gonna lie, like, I'm kind of like uneasy to talk about it because it's like, you don't know who the fuck these like people are and stuff like that. But basically, like, long story short, like, if I end up fucking missing, go investigate the Pastor Dave account, please. Please and thank you. This is weird. It's a weird world. And the thing about me trying to be a spiritual leader, it's like, I get up here and I tell people to get the fuck off my page. I'm not really trying to be like, I'm really not trying to be anything. This is like me having fun. That's the best way I could like explain what all this is about, is like me having fun. And it's having fun with my own expression and whatever. Talking about whatever the fuck I want to. And you know, it's been interesting. There's no aim to be like a teacher or whatever. Okay, like, I actually act different when somebody comes and asks me like non-duality questions, like personally, like, and they're really curious about something else. Like, I'll have full on like voice note conversations with people about it. And it's funny because like, I'm very animated here, but it's kind of like when I'm talking, it's not a one-on-one, but when I'm talking, you know, one-on-one with somebody else, it's like, I do kind of go into the, it's like modes, I don't know, like, that's what it feels like, is like, there's a more animated mode and there's like a less animated kind of mode. I don't know how to really explain it, but it's not me trying to be like a fucking teacher. I think maybe it probably was like in the beginning, like I was like, I have something to offer, and it's like, you think you're at the level of like, you think you're at fucking crazy like a great teacher level because you've reached the avatar state, but it's like, it's not exactly that, you know. So this isn't me trying to teach anybody, but I think it's cool if I can. I'm not gonna lie, I think it is cool if I can. And there's no shame in it. So this isn't an aspiration to be a teacher. This is it's like the innocence of my own expression, letting it kind of run free and hopefully inspire you guys to do the same. But it's not like me trying to inspire you. You don't be an inspiration. I kind of don't care. That's the weird thing. I kind of really just don't care. Like, if somebody learns something or they feel like they take something, I think that's good, because it's like a byproduct. It's like a byproduct of what's absolutely natural and free and fun and everything I love, you know. Yeah, it's like that. And I like it. I like talking to you guys. I like doing this stuff. Like, that's all I know. I like talking to you guys. I like doing this stuff. I like the occasional scream. I like the occasional, it's not occasional, it's more than occasional mocking, you know, whatever. And it's all fun. It's not me trying. The funny thing is, I feel like people take it. Like, when people are insecure, dude. When people, I kind of like this corner of the park so much right now, but people will take the mocking as like, you know, when somebody feels like they have to control a part of themselves, I feel like, and they're insecure about a part of themselves. And I know people are gonna be like, this is like that whatever answer, and people are gonna think I'm using this as an excuse to be an asshole. The thing is, I'm not an asshole. I can be. Somebody was talking about me tearing down other people, like that's what's cringy, tear down other people. Get the fuck out of here, dude. Get the fuck all the way out of here. You know, tearing down people is like an intentional thing. The thing is, people think it looks, I feel like people think that it looks like, see, because somebody else reacts to it and they're resistant to what you're saying, and they can't accept what you're saying, or they can't process what you're saying, or their system judges it as a certain thing. I don't know where I'm going with this. Basically, my intention isn't to tear people down. It's to let myself flow. If that's an intention, I don't know if it's super intentional. But it's not to tear anybody down. It's to speak my truth. And it comes out like mocking. And some people have a judgment about that already, like it shouldn't look like that. It shouldn't look like. It's not me trying to tear anybody down. Actually, at a very universal level, if you want to call it that, I really love and accept everybody. But in this play of separation, that's not me. I'm quick to say something's dumb. I'm quick to say something's unjust. I'm quick to say something's this. And the mind can't really consolidate that as a truth. It will try to make me one point on this dualistic scale of she's fully good, fully bad, I like her, I don't like her. Probably a little bit of both somewhere, I don't know. Depends on where you think you're at on this dualistic scale. I don't try to confine myself to one particular spot, to be one particular thing. My loyalty is not to looking good to you guys or sounding super smart or tearing down others or whatever people think. My loyalty is to my most immediate honest expression. And that could look like anything. I don't restrict it to looking like something, especially because of what you'll judge it as being. You know, somebody, my ex, was like, you get up there and you start doing all this, they're not gonna take you serious as an adult teacher. I'm like, who said I cared about that? Who said I cared about that? Who said I cared? I don't. I don't care. And I don't care when I do care. There's sometimes like moments where you like want to be correct. It happens way less frequently, but sometimes that's just pull a non-dual, whatever. Sometimes that's just what's happening. But I don't really care. I want to be fully alive while I'm here. So all the life around you reflects death back to you. It's infinitely finite. And it's a beautiful blessing. It's a beautiful fucking blessing to be able to experience this seemingly separate, individualized, seemingly localized expression for some time, you know. Existence could look like anything right now, and it looks like the experience of me or the experience of you. Sometimes it's goofy. Sometimes it's quiet. Sometimes it's a non-dual menace. This is why I don't sell one-on-ones. This is why I won't. If I ever sell something or whatever, it probably won't have anything to do with this, because truly, my belief is that This is about being you. Not some other you, higher you, and forgetting about the illusion you, but realizing they're both in harmony actually. And it's a total dream that they're in conflict, that one's better than the other. That there is another. And how could I possibly teach you how to be you? I can't. Nobody can. Mm-mm. There's courses, there's practices, there's things that help. As cheesy as it sounds, life's about being you. Maybe being you looks like becoming something great or whatever. Maybe it looks like becoming, maybe it looks like this. It's so personal, yet super individual. It's the same thing for every single one of you. It's the same feeling, it's the same thing, looking like different expressions. It's beautiful. They all work together. Bye, guys.